You are the last mortal human, and you have refused every offer to become immortal. Don't do it, please. I beg her, and my heart breaks at the sorrow on her face that surely mirrors mine. I can't live like this anymore. She weeps. Everyone I know has gone through it. Everyone but me. I reply and she winces at the pain in my voice. You know what I meant. She responds coldly, then buries her face in her desperately hugged knees on the tatty couch we bought when we first moved into this house. Do I? I continue, barely keeping myself together at this point. What does that mean? She asks, and I can see the fear on her face as she reaches out for my hand. I pull back from it. I think you should go. I choke out. Please, come with me. It's her turn to beg now, but a numbness has replaced the pain in my chest. Go. Live your eternal life. I spit out. Please don't leave me. I don't want to live it without you. She's shouting now, but I just tune it out. I can't do this argument again. My focus lands back on the couch, on just how much has changed since we bought it from a charity shop all those years ago, ironically the same charity funding research for my disease. My mind goes to the highs after our wedding, how I felt like I was on top of the world. My mind goes to the lows after my diagnosis and how I thought everything would be okay if I was with her. We tackled everything together as a unified force, and I thought we could do anything as long as we were by each other's side. Anything except grow old, it seems. She pulls me out of my reverie with a soft hand on each of my cheeks. Our eyes lock for a moment, then she suddenly kisses me. The numbness in my chest cracks and a sob escapes me as I pull away. She's openly weeping now and I'm having trouble understanding her. You don't have to do this. What happens when you're the last one left? Live. I croaked out. I hoped with you. I can't live without you, and I don't ever want to live through losing you. She manages to say in between sobs, and I spot her eyes dart to the IV drip going into my arm. That's not living. I reply blankly, as the numbness sets in again. And this is? The constant hospital trips, the episodes, and the fear that whenever I pick up the phone I'll hear that you've fallen and not gotten back up? She cries out. Yes. I respond resolutely. Better than that. I sneer and gesture at the abomination that she brought into our home. The bizarre box with cables spilling out of it and that's drawing enough power to fuel a house of 5 people for a decade. So go plug in and live. I respond coldly. Don't make me go without you. She pleads. I begin standing up, the monumental task feeling Herculean for my illness-ravaged body. She tries to stop me, but I push her hands away from me. After several frustrating, painful moments, I stand up by myself on my own 2 feet for the first time in years, and yet, this is still the second hardest thing I will do today. Panting and with shaking legs, I look my beloved in the eyes and point to the upload machine. Go live. I say, and immediately crash down on the couch. I stare blankly at the ceiling. If I have to look at her again, I might just go with her. After a few minutes she speaks up from across the room in so small a voice I almost don't hear her. You'll die. I'll die a human. I reply without moving. I'll die knowing I lived my best despite the disease tearing through me. I'll die knowing that I loved and was loved. I turn my head to face her and my heart breaks when I see the pain on her face as she picks up the cable that will go into her head. But you won't. I love you. Is all she can muster between racking sobs. I love you. I reply with all the emotion I have left, and I turn my face back to the ceiling. I hear a soft click and know that she's gone, and that I am the last mortal on earth. Probably not for long though.